Yeah. Morning everyone, hope you're doing well. So we are live from Laganas and we're at the beach and we thought we'd give you guys a little bit of a view. So should I spin the camera on? You can see the views. So this is where we are today. Just taking a walk down from where we're staying. It's about a 20-minute walk. And this is Laganas Beach. And we're just I'm having a nice coffee, Kurt's on the beer, and we are in restaurant bar. And if you want a sunbed, which is down there, it's €10 per person. So I hope everyone's doing well. So we didn't actually go out last night because we were absolutely shattered. If you watched yesterday's live, we had a really long travel day. So we just went home, got some food. Went back to the apartment, checked in and everything, got some food, had something to eat, and then we just chilled out. And we were both sort of like out cold. In terms of busyness, it was busy during the day, the strip. We didn't get to see the evening, so we'll show you that later on tonight. But it is a lot busier than when we usually come, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you are looking to come here, it is already a lot busier.
Try to squeeze it a little bit.
Yeah, it's really hot if anyone's wondering. And my little walk, I'm really, really sweaty now.
So it's about then, guys. It's about.
So it's about 11 here, but at home it's sort of 9, so 2 hours ahead, so it's quite an early one. And our plans today are we're doing a few little videos just to show you guys this little area, so Laganas Beach and beach bars, the walk down, and then we've got a soccer massa meet and greet, so we're going to go to that in the afternoon, so we'll be filming a bit of that as well. I see who's arrived, we did meet a few people on the plane, so we're looking forward to that. And then they've got like an evening event this evening, and we're also going to do like the actual strip and show you what's going on. What's open, what's busy, where the spaces to go, all the drink prices, all the stuff that you usually get from Gwan Tours. So if there is anything you want to know, if you're coming out soon, if you're looking to come out, if you're out with your friends, partner, whoever, drop a comment below and we'll try our best to get that done for you. We are here till Wednesday and we always like to hear feedback. It does make a huge impact on the channel and it helps us grow and see what you guys really need. And if you're new to the channel, hi, thanks for joining the Welcome family. Don't forget to subscribe and like, it really does mean a lot.
Πες του είναι ριζαρβέ μπροστά, βάλ' του να σε μια γωνία, μένει πάνω αυτός.
We've got anyone on? Who's there, guys? Who's on?
Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. We're just at Laganas Beach, we just stopped to have a drink and do a quick live just for you guys in. We did do a live yesterday when we reached as well, so this is our first full day here. Feeling a lot more refreshed than I was yesterday. We, like I said, went to bed probably about 8, 9 o'clock last night and woke up about 6 this morning, so we've had a good night's sleep, which we both needed. Apartment's absolutely beautiful as well, but no complaints for that at the moment. Really comfortable bed, had a nice hot shower this morning, so everything's nice. Got a little kind of kitchenette as well, so we're able to cook our breakfast this morning. Probably have lunch at home as well before we go out, and then we're going to go out for dinner this evening, so we're kind of mixing it up. last holiday we went, if you checked out the Marmaris footage, we were in an all-inclusive. This time round we're moving around the island, so we're doing more self-catering. But we love the Greek cuisine, so I've got no problems of going out and trying all the nice food. But let me know if you've done all-inclusive, if you just prefer all-inclusives and you don't worry about food, or if you actually prefer sort of doing more self-catering like we're doing.
I think I prefer self-catering. It's alright, like, all-inclusive, but if you don't really eat the food.
Yeah, I think if you're doing all-inclusive and you've got like loads of different restaurants and you've got like an all-you-can-eat and you've got like a lot of kind of little bars that do food as well, so you've kind of got a lot of like options and you're only doing a few, like a week, 4 or 5 days, absolutely fantastic. If you're doing 2 weeks, I think it could get a bit boring, couldn't it, after a while. So I'm sort of on the fence for all-inclusive. I think it's great for saving money if you get it at a good price, and if you're only doing no more than a week. If you're doing longer, I think self-catering is better. But let me know how you guys feel. Put a little poll out: self-catering v all-inclusive. Drinks are good if you're doing all-inclusive though. Drinks out here, if you are buying from like the local store, the supermarkets, it's quite expensive because of the import. So, checking the table, take my arm off. So it is probably better to do all-inclusive with and do lots of day drinking. But we just walked from the airport and then we've got our sort of like a free drink ready for the evening, and then we just stick to like a beer or I'm just having like a nice coffee during the day when we are about.
Looks like it's just me on, so wait for some people to come in.
We're a botted one at the moment. Yeah, it's nice to cool down because it is really, really hot. So we just did a little walk from my apartment. And there's not much of a breeze, is there? Hi.
Right, Craig, how's it going, mate?
Morning, Craig. Hope you're well.
Could you spin you around and show you what we're seeing? This is what we're seeing. Straight over there, Como Island, and then the big one behind it's Turtle Island. The Como Island, you can get married on there. Yeah, it's a lovely, lovely day. Boats down there you can rent out. The restaurant we were in, nice little restaurant, right on the beachfront. Take a little walk down there in a minute, show you a bit more closer to the sea, but yeah.
Yeah, so we're at Tazo's restaurant bar at the moment, and we have been here before, so we like this one.
It's 2 hours, mate. The time difference is 2 hours ahead, so it's right here now. It's 11 a.m, so beer o'clock.
I've kept it nice with just a nice coffee because we've got a long day ahead of us, so I don't want to get too messy before the soccer festival.
Soccer festival.
Yeah.
Soccer.
So we've got a day event at sort of 2 onwards, and that's a meet and greet, and then they've got an evening event as well, sort of like I think it's at Lit Nightclub, which I've just done a walk, so that'll be on the video later on, the main strip of LAGANAS. So there's lots of sort of like clubs and bars, and that's one of the sort of clubs. So we will be videoing all of that as well.
It's lovely though, there. Beautiful out there today. Beautiful. Let me take you down, you can have a little look. Degree, bloody hell. In Scotland, that's a heat wave, isn't it? Let me know if it cuts out. I think it's be alright. We're just in here. All the way down there, got more bars, small restaurants. Got Infinity Beach Club. We'll be there in a bit. It's quite nice. I like Infinity. Just waiting there for the boss man to come in. Say hello to him. Smashing plates, everything. Fire show. Happy hour 7 till 12. But I'll just read your comment. Give me a second. Let's get back up to my seat. Oh, it's the wonderful Sabrina. What a view, guys, eh? What a view. Sit here, have your breakfast. Looking out at that. Let's make you a bit bigger so you can see a little better. There you go. Look at that view. Wait for Sabrina there. Get off the phone and I'll see what the comments say.
Yeah, I was just giving you a sort of answer, Craig. So yeah, it is a little bit quieter at the moment, but it does get busier later on, where you've got sort of like a mix. There's like quite a younger crowd. So from I'd say about 1, 2, they start to all come out of their bedrooms and apartments where they've had sort of like quite a wild night from the night before. So now you've got more like the families, the couples, and people like ourselves who are up nice and early and want to have that sort of like morning chill vibe, and then you kind of get a little bit more hectic as the sort of afternoon goes on. So I'll show you the comparison when we start walking back. We've got sort of like a pool hotel with like a bar and everything. That was really lively in the afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That when we was walking by this morning, it was a lot quieter because everyone's in bed. So yeah, Rizante is quite party island. I'd say it is probably a young island.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are looking at sort of 30 and under, sort of probably even 25 and under, if I'm being honest. Obviously it's all age ranges, but this time of year it is more the younger crowd.
How's the mic sound, Craig? Do we need to speak up a little bit? Or?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us okay as well. So yeah, they don't really sort of come out until sort of like after 12, 1 o'clock usually. So this is a nice time to come out and have a little bit of peace and quiet. And this is just quite a small beach actually, Laganas. It's got nice beach bars, but
It's not small at all. Laganas Beach is really long. It goes on to Kalamaki Beach, and it's not small at all. Laganas Beach, it's a really long beach. I don't know if you mean small as in from where you are.
Width-wise.
Width-wise,
Yeah.
it's small. Yeah. It's
Length-wise, it's very long, but I mean sort of from the beach bar to where you're sort of like got the lounges to the actual ocean. But there's other beaches which have got a lot more kind of room, so they are a little bit more packed out. So this is more if you want to sit on the actual like ocean, you want to be sort of like right there. But yeah, it's a really nice stretch. It goes from like the whole cove all the way around and then all the way up that way.
If I'm honest with you, Craig, the whole area of Laganas, there's no hills, so it's very flat. So if you've got mobility issues, I think it'd be really good. Yeah, from where we just walked straight down the whole road from where we're staying all the way down to the beach, and there's no hills at all. Very flat. I mean, the pavements aren't the greatest, but if you can, drive on the road or something. Oh, we're on a 55-inch TV. My big head. I don't know how good the internet is here. But we'll test it here for a little while, see how good it is, if it's rubbish.
Yeah, yesterday we did our live from Kalamaki, so that's a little different area, and that was at Melon Bar, and that was with our friend Claude. So we're now in like Laganas, so in a slightly different area. Kalamaki has its own beach as well. We didn't actually go this day because we got there sort of time about 3 o'clock. And then we had to go and check in, so we will show you that at a later date as well. So Kalamaki has its own little beach. Like Kirk said, you can walk from this one to that beach along there.
Along the beach.
Along the beach.
Yeah. Pretty long. I think you can, if I show you. Let's have a look, so if I show you. So all the way over that direction, just over there, there's like a little port, and you can walk all the way around from here. Walk all the way around and keep going, and then basically it just takes you all the way back up this way. So you just go all the way up to Kalamaki from here, all the way. I'll leave you with that beautiful view for a little while.
Yeah, I think that's better than our places.
You see that beautiful view for a little while. What's it morning? Morning, Louise. How's it going? Yeah, it's lovely here, isn't it?
Morning, Louise.
Really nice. It's gonna be so hot over this next week, so hot. Everyone smash that like button, yeah? Thank you. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe up. But yeah, it's gonna be like 30, 31, 32 every day.
34, 35.
Yeah, 35 degrees by the time we're going home. Last couple of days, 35. It's gonna be so nice. I love this type of heat. Even in England, we don't get this type of heat. When they say it's 35, I think it's around about 23, 24. Can't feel it.
As we get like amazing heat wave, which we sometimes get, and we get quite lucky to have like heat wave for a week or so, but then it doesn't really last.
50-50, Louise. We had yesterday a bit of a down day, and then today we're basically working for the next 4 days straight. We've got some day club stuff to do and some night club stuff to do at this soccer festival we're going to. And then if we can fit in our normal stuff in around it like we're doing now, we've just done a walk down Laganas and stuff like that. So yeah, we are working. But in the last 2 days we're probably going to have off. We're going to be around all the way, I can't point to it. So we're going to be around this side of the island on our last part of the day, last few days, and it's so beautiful around there. This little bit right over here, let me see if I zoom in for you, see how this zoom works. Can I zoom in with this? No. So right over there you've got Turtle Beach. That's where they hatch the turtles, and they just, you can sit there and you can watch these turtles coming out of the floor and going into the sea. So we're hopefully going to see some of that. But yeah, we're going to get ourselves around there. See what you guys are saying. Yeah, Craig. I think it's best to just travel around and just see. Everywhere has its beautiful spots. Everywhere has its issues. But when it's right in your face, the issues, I think it's time to go to other places, let them sort out their issues, and then we all just return. I go to Tenerife once a year. At the moment, it's going to be the Canaries. Yeah, we're going to try, because we've already done the Canaries. Like this year so far, we've done it obviously winter time. We've smashed it out. Like we haven't been to Fuerteventura yet, so probably we'll end up going there before anywhere else. Next time we return, I've got to go to Gran Canaria in October for an event, so I will be there in October. So I might pop over to Fuerteventura and then film a bit over there. But yeah, it's Laganas is party area, but Zante, Zakynthos has so many different areas. Like you'll see, like over the next couple of mornings. So the next 2 mornings we'll be here in Laganas. I might go up to Kalamaki tomorrow morning to do it live. But yeah, when we go around to Svili, you'll see it's totally different. You're on the east side of the island. It can be sometimes a little bit more windier on that side, but you'll see it's completely different. And then our last night is, like I said, in Vasiliki, which is right in front of you guys, where the little humps are. That's on that side of the island, and right there, there's no wind whatsoever most of the time. It is so picturesque, beautiful, beautiful. The water is turquoise. It might look turquoise on that camera, I'm unsure, but it's beautiful turquoise water. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, have so many different areas, and all of them are not like, well, you've got Tenerife, you've got like Las Americas, you've got Cristiano, Sadeki. All them areas are really, really busy, but as soon as you come out of them, like Los Cogintes, you've got around there, you've got where Tim lives, all these lovely little areas, but as soon as you like come away from them and you go up on the east coast or something like that, it becomes a bit quiet and it's more just a little tourist to see little bits, but it's not like a tourist destination. Here, the whole island is for tourists. You've got loads of areas, beautiful areas everywhere. So yeah, and look, you can see you have your looky men. You need your sunglasses. You've got your looky men everywhere. Well, you want to call it lucky, eh? Whatever people want to call it. I call it looky. Yeah, Louise, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's why we love Laganas, and we love Zakynthos. It's just picturesque. We will be in July. We will be in Rhodes for a day trip, and we're going to go to Kos for a day trip. So we will have a lot more of Greece coming up this year. But yeah, Turkey and Greece, two of our favourite places so far.
Trying to cool down, aren't we?
Sweating now. I don't stop sweating.
Yeah, it's very hot.
It's so hot today. It's going to be hot every day today. I say it's hot. It's always hot. Yeah, it's lovely. What's the temperature back there? You said it was like 8 degrees, Craig. God damn. Well, we're in June and it's 8 degrees. Where's the summer gone in England? Summer's just gone. We just don't get it. It happened the other week, didn't it, when we had that warmth. And then if it reached up to, it's 31 today, 32 today, Louise.
And it's just gone 11 here, so it's still sort of early. So after sort of lunchtime, around sort of 1, 2 will be the sort of peak where it gets
Oh, it's raining,
really
Louise.
hot.
Raining, oh. God. It never changes, does it, England? Same old, same old. Oh.
Yeah, not good. Alright, we'll be back soon.
No, Craig. Watermelon Bar is in it's in Kalamaki. At the moment, we're in Laganas, so we've hopped tourist destinations. Like we're staying in Laganas. The guy on Melon Bar, he's our friend, so he came and picked us up from the airport. Went back to his for a few beers.
But we enjoy going there for the food. The food is amazing. They do like the best tzatziki. It's like a homemade recipe and it's absolutely gorgeous. He does like fresh fish. Usually has like a big lamb on the go. Always doing deals on like steaks and everything. For me, I mean, obviously the food and the drinks are really good as well, but his hospitality, just the atmosphere and the energy from when you go there, you kind of, I don't know anyone who's been to Melon Bar doesn't feel like they've had a really sort of like experience like
I don't know if you
part
can
of the
see
family.
that. There's a plane just landing. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, that's straight through here. I don't know. I'm not even showing you. I'm not even showing you. But yeah, basically the planes land right over the beach in Kalamaki. So yeah, I'll try and pick one up in a minute, but I did a rubbish job then. So hot. So hot today. Don't forget to like, guys.
I will be doing a video later today as well, just to show you all the beach bars along here. So I'll get sort of prices, how much it is for sun lounger, cocktails, local beer, all of that stuff. So if you guys are thinking of coming out, then you've got an idea of how much it is in sort of like peak season. But yeah, do let me know if there's any other information you'd like me to grab, and I'll try my best to get that for you.
Cheers, Craig. Cheers for coming in, mate. I'll catch you later, mate.
Thanks, Craig. Have a lovely rest of your day. Cheers for tuning in.
No, it's really, really close to the airport.
Really close to the airport.
Oh, sorry, who went? Sorry, it's Louise that went. Sorry,
Oh, sorry, Louise. Thank you for tuning.
But yeah, Craig,
Enjoy your day, Louise.
the airport is literally just round the corner.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes in the
If
car.
that.
Not far at all. Look, everyone enjoying this house. Oh, that's roasted.
Nice coffee, all the ice is gone.
You can actually stand on the beach. I think you can stand on the beach and the planes go over your head in Kalamaki, and then there's a bar, I think, restaurant and bar, and basically you can sit there on their roof terrace and literally they go right over your head. I'm unsure, it might even just be called the plane bar or
Oh
something
no,
like that.
there is. It's got like a little jacking area, and you can sit there and the planes go straight over. We saw it last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's like in between going from
Stu made a few videos. No, Stu made a few videos of it the other day and put it into the Kalamaki group. But yeah.
Yeah, so check that out if you want to have a look. Stu is a YouTuber that lives in Rome.
No, he's over on holiday for another
okay.
week. He's here for another week. But yeah. He does have a channel as well. Just Stu, I think. Sweating hot.
Definitely need aircon at this time of year if you're staying. So if you are looking for an apartment or a hotel, make sure it comes with aircon.
Right, Johnny Vlogger. Johnny Vlogger.
Alright, Johnny.
We're right, mate. We're just in Zakynthos at the moment, just down LAGANAS Beach in Greece. It's lovely, mate. Absolutely lovely. Roasted hot day. Really warm day today.
Yeah, we're just in a bar called Tazos Restaurant and Bar.
Yeah, Craig, I think that's one of the main things. When you got the airport right close to where you're staying, you know, as long as it's not, like if you're in Faro Airport and Faro itself, the planes come straight over the town, so basically you get this massive loud noise of all the planes all day long. But here, you just hear them coming in and that's it, they're gone. So you don't really get that major noise from the planes here. And yeah, being less than 10 minutes in a car from where you're staying, it's amazing. Yeah, Johnny, it's lovely, isn't it? Lovely to see a bit of sunshine, isn't it, mate? Where are you off to next, Johnny? Where did I see you? You went up to thingy, didn't you? Sunny Beach.
Oh yeah, we watched that, Johnny. That looks really good.
Yeah, Sunny Beach. Well, never been yet. We want to go. But I think when you went, I think maybe it was too early in the season.
Yeah, because it was a little bit colder when you went. Well, not I say colder, it's nowhere like the UK, but I think they're going into their peak now, aren't they?
So hot. Swells me. It's too hot, I'm telling you. The sweating is not stopped. Beer, the ice in the beer's gone.
Yeah, after finished my coffee. It was a nice coffee, which was really nice.
Cheers.
And yeah, I could have really had a hot one.
Yeah, I believe, Johnny, I think that's definitely true. July, August, September, sunny beach would be really good. But yeah, you went a little bit too early. When we went to Turkey, met up with Terry, and yeah, we was just at the beginning of the season, so it was quite lucky for us. There was quite a lot of people there. Everything was open. If we'd have came, say, a week or 2 weeks before, nothing would have been open.
No.
So yeah, we're lucky that we chose the right time to go to Turkey. That means every year so now at that month. If I looked though, honestly, March, April, it looked really nice over there. So, I mean, when we say stuff's not open, bars, there are bars and restaurants still, but
yeah, it's just a little bit quieter. When we went in May, so I think it was like the very early part of the season. If you go now, it's obviously all kicking off. I think Terry's now in Tenerife, and Tenerife's all year round.
Definitely, Craig, mate. As soon as we're back, give us a shout. And yeah, I'll send you my email, I'll send you my phone number now, just give us a shout. Yeah, I think that's the thing, Johnny. You've got to look. There's a couple of guys over there doing a couple of videos, a couple of old guys, and they show it way before everything's open, everything. But I watched the videos, Johnny. It just didn't. The sun wasn't out most of the days, was it? And then that day when you was leaving and the sun came out, it's always the luck in it. Just when you're going, the sun comes out. But yeah, definitely.
We had that when we went to Albufeira, so we was in Albufeira early April, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went early April.
Early April this year, and I mean, it can be hit and miss obviously that time of year for Europe, but we got quite lucky. We had a few days, but we had a few days where there were some storms, isn't there? So again, it was like quite hit and miss, which is why there was a lot of beach videos for that sort of visit. We have obviously got plenty on the channel if you do want to have a look, and we've been sort of beach times. But yeah, so I think any time before June, it's very hit and miss, unless you're in like Canaries or going for Everfield.
You've got that beautiful view. Let's see what you guys are saying. Cheers, Johnny. We're away quite a lot of them, if I'm honest with you. So far this year, I think this has been our busiest year so far for the channel. I just haven't stopped. But you've got to keep going, don't you, mate? You've got to keep doing this. It's what you want to do. You've got to keep it going. So we're going to be, like I said, we'll be worse than Scotsman at one point. There's two of us. Trust me, we'll be worse than Scotsman. And when we're coming back from this one, we've got 3 videos per day coming out. Plus maybe an extra video per day. So it might be 4 videos per day when we get back. It's going to just be slamming them out. Where are you thinking about going, Johnny? You going to go back to the Canaries or are you going to go somewhere else? Because you've already done Benidorm, you've done the Canaries, you've done Bulgaria now. I would say go to Turkey, mate. If I'm honest with you, I'd say go to Turkey and see what them videos do. Because if I'm honest with you, that was our best series so far. Last month's series. Smashed it for our channel, like best views ever, everything. So I would suggest Turkey if you've got a minute, and it's cheap at the moment. It's really cheap to get your flights to go to Turkey. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get this airplane. There's an airplane coming in. Well, I'll wait for it to get a bit closer.
Or if not, the Balearic Islands. It's a little bit expensive for accommodation. We get into Mallorca, so sort of Magaluf area, that's quite cheap. Scotsman's just on the Ibiza series, so those islands are quite nice. There it is. I don't know if you guys can see in the distance.
What are you saying, Scoob?
Hi Scoob, you alright?
Yeah, I'll try and get you this little airplane coming in. Let's see if I can get in there for you. Whoa. See that plane coming in there? Oh, I got it. And that's going to go right over the beach. Hopefully the internet's alright. Yes, Scoop, we know. You're always jealous. That come right over. Yeah, what a day. They take you down to the beach for a quick look. Hopefully the internet's still working. That's where we are up in there. As you can see, look, the beach just doesn't stop. It goes all the way down there. I said before, there's a beach bar down there called Infinity. We're going to be down there later on. Get to the beach bar. Look at the water.
Μην με μπερδεύεις εμένα.
Εδώ τι θα κάνει με αυτό το ζευγάρι που είδε στην γωνία 57.
Αυτές πήγανε πάλι μπροστά. Ali, αυτές που πήγανε πάλι μπροστά. Δεν σκοτίζει τα αρχή, το καταλαβαίνει.
Don't forget to like, hit the like button, guys. Help spread the video for us.
Πες του κάθε ζευγάρι που σε ρωτάει πρώτα το παιδί. Εγώ είμαι για σέλφι. Πώς? Τι σου φταίω εγώ?
No, Johnny, it's not Corfu, it's Zakynthos. Oh, Sabrina put Zante in there. The island's called Zakynthos, but us English call it Zante. Because I don't think we like to say long words, do we? So we shorten them, keep it easy for the English. But this is where you saw that plane coming in. That's called Kalamaki, and where we are now, we're in Laganas. See you soon, Craig. Yeah, Craig. It's Greek, so it's a bit like Turkish food. So you've got a lot of tagines. You've got a lot of like meat dishes, lamb, hummus, tzatziki. They're like the dips. The dips that you'd be using. Mezzas, yeah. So seafoods, but it's lamb and meat.
Lots of olive oil. And also
Yeah.
like fresh salad.
Yeah, that's tourist areas. Zakynthos is the island. The main town of called Zakynthos as well, so that's the main town. But it is a touristy area, but it's more locals, I would say. And then as you go around, it's a bit more. You get to like these little tourist areas like Laganas, Kalamaki. There's quite a lot of them little tourist areas. Tisvili, and Vasiliki. They're all like tourist areas. How much are the beers?
Depending on where you go, I am going to do a little walk along the beach bars for you guys and just show you what the prices are for this time of year. So the local beer is Mythos. And so that's usually quite reasonably priced, but it does depend on obviously what part of the island you're on and where you go. So we'll give you a kind of breakdown of what it is in Laganas and on the sort of beachfront compared to when we go out tonight, the main sort of strip, and then the prices.
How much is the beer? How much is the beer?
The bill here.
No. How much is the beer?
€4.
€4.
So €4 in Tazos for a pint of Mythos. And my coffee.
The other guy. You know the other guy with the
And my coffee
You know he's
was
normally here.
€1.50. I like an iced cappuccino.
4 o'clock. Because you normally over there doing the money and cooking.
So not too bad. I think it's quite reasonably priced. I mean, compared to the sort of UK prices.
Yeah, when you're on the main part here, the beach, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So yeah, €4 for a beer is not too bad. We're here for a week, Johnny, mate. 1 week. We normally only go to places for 4 days. So So this is like we're having a couple of days to ourselves, and then we've got an intense 4 days of filming. So from tomorrow for 4 days. Oh yeah, from today, sorry. We've got 4 days of full-on filming. I might do another live later on from the meet and greet, so you guys can see like what we actually have to deal with and how much fun we're going to be having. So yeah, I'll probably do a little live at around, I think it's 2 o'clock our time, 2, 3, so I'll do it about 3 o'clock our time, so that'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon for you guys. I'll do another live, and you can see the meet and greet. I'll show you a few people, we'll meet and greet everyone on the live. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. There's a soca festival called Soca Mazza Zante. It's meant to be their first year here. They normally do it in Gran Canaria. So I think they've got one coming up in Gran Canaria in September. I don't think we're going to make that one, but they've got an R&B one in October, so we're going to go to the R&B festival in October in Gran Canaria, film that. If I can make it out in September to the one in Gran Canaria, I will try, but I am going to be in Antalya, Turkey, around that sort of time, so I might only be able to go for a couple of days, come back, then get myself over to Turkey. But we'll see how it goes. Never say never. Scoop, I think you said which do we prefer normally, the local areas or tourist areas? If I'm honest with you, I like the mix. So I like to stay where the locals are staying and then go into the tourist areas. That's my preference, because when you stay where the locals are, normally the food prices and the beer prices are a lot cheaper. So stay with the locals so you can get the cheaper beers more authentic food, yeah. But then you can come into these tourist areas. I think that makes a lot more sense. And also it's cheaper accommodation when you do that. Much more cheaper accommodation. So yeah. But this whole island is a tourist island, so to find a local area, I mean, it's difficult. And also you've got to book these places about, I would say I normally book in September for right now, so I can get every hotel cheap. But if you wait till like a month before, god damn, the prices are so expensive. I mean, for what we booked, we're staying in a place now, we've got 3 nights, and I think it's £120 for 3 nights. If you look for the same place right now, same week, it's over £300 to £400, so it's like £100 and something per night. So booking in September for Greece is the big key.
Yeah, we always know we're going to come to Zante, so we like to book it early, so we've got the sort of everything's out of the way. So some trips we book early, knowing, same with Tenerife and places like that, if you can try and book your accommodation earlier, because usually flights are quite cheap, the accommodation goes up quite high the later you leave it. Same with sort of the Balearic Islands, Ibiza, Magaluf. If you book your accommodation later, the flights are always cheap.
Yeah. Oh, we're from Thailand. Greeting looks like the. Oh, sorry. Greeting looks like the Thailand.
Yeah, lots of people say when we go out on the boats and stuff, we have got some videos on the channel if you want to have a look from Zante last year when we was using our 360 camera. It does give you Thailand vibes, especially when you're out in the ocean, the way you've got the little islands and everything. It has got that aesthetic, definitely.
Yeah, I thought the last one we was in Marmaras, that really did, when you looked out to sea, it really did look a bit like Thailand.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go that far to get the same sort of views, really.
We're in Laganas at the moment, so this is Laganas Beach.
Yeah, definitely Scoob me, I'll tell you what it's like. You'll see anyway, like I said, I'll do a live at around 1 o'clock. That's the UK, so what's that for you? 8 AM, 9 AM? Something like that, Scoob. I'll do another live and you'll see. Banging. Really banging. Yeah, we got the 360 versions of this place. It's all in the Zakynthos playlist.
Yeah.
So Zante or Zakynthos playlist is already in there, the 360 versions. That was from last year, March, April, May we did that.
End of April, yeah, beginning of May. And like I was saying to Craig earlier, the sort of beaches get a lot busier here from sort of 2 onwards, because it is at the moment more of a sort of a younger crowd, and they usually don't come out of their cocoons until later on in the day because they're all out partying the night before.
Cheers, Johnny. Yeah, I think cyber solstice. That's it. But yeah, Thailand. Yeah, I think everyone's now not going to Thailand. They're going to Vietnam, aren't they? Vietnam's now the new Thailand. So what I've been told, we're going to try, if we can, we're going to try and get ourselves over there for December. But we'll see. We'll see.
End of this year, early next year.
Yeah, either January, December. But we really want to try and drive there. So
some people paddle boarding over there.
If I can show you them, let's have a little look. Let's get them right in the middle.
So the water's quite shallow if you walk out. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's quite a nice descent, this one, when you're walking out. Which I quite like about this island is a lot of the time you can go quite far out without sort of having to swim. You can just walk. So if you aren't a confident ocean swimmer, that's always a nice little bonus.
Yeah, it's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah.
I suppose that's quite nice if you're coming with small kids as well. You don't have to worry about them sort of like running in, and then some sort of seaside destinations, you have that big drop, don't you? This one, it's like a really nice descent into it.
You should do it, Johnny. I think you should go to Thailand. Johnny Vlogger in Thailand.
Yeah, we'll definitely watch that one,
do
Johnny.
Do it, Johnny. Do it. I think you should go. I think, what was it, David, what's his name? David John? Darren John? He's moved over there, didn't he? He used to be a big Tenerife vlogger. He used to go to Tenerife quite a lot, didn't he? But then, yeah, I see he's been doing some cooking stuff and been over Thailand for a little while now. Might have even got himself a little Thai bride. I'm sure, I'm joking. But yeah. Wildest animals. Scoob with all the good questions, eh?
Well, there's lots of turtles. It's quite famous
actually,
for...
no. What have we seen? So basically, when we was in Turkey the other week, we saw some wild boars running down the road. I think that was quite. Everyone was telling me, don't go near them, don't touch them, because obviously they're wild. But they're not attacking people, because over in Turkey and the Muslim countries where they don't eat them animals, they feed them. So basically they're not hungry, so they don't really attack people. But if you go to another country where they're not feeding their wild boars, they're a bit more dangerous and they're a bit more like bite you. But I guess the wild boars that we saw in Turkey last month, that's probably the wildest stuff we've seen. We haven't seen anything too wild, if I'm honest.
Yeah, there's lots of this island's quite famous for the turtles, and then you can do like horse riding stuff in the ocean or just along the sort of mainland. Obviously your normal sort of like fish and everything. Other than that, it's not like I don't know if there's a zoo here actually. Some nice birds here. We haven't seen any sort of like crazy birds, have we?
In Faro, they got some, they look like cranes, like crane birds. They just nested on top of the building in Faro, which is quite cool to see. But yeah, in terms of wild animals, we don't really see much wild animals because we're also in the tourist areas, so...
Yeah, there's lots of like roosters, chickens, your normal sort of dogs and cats. It's very famous, like a lot of the European sort of islands and countries, lots of wild cats. That's just small kittens and cats, tigers.
Yeah, the crane birds, massive birds, really, really big birds. The ones that they have in the old movies, what are they called? The ones that bring the babies.
Storks.
Storks, that's it, storks. That's what I mean. You've seen them. They were massive. And they was on top of a building, just chilling. Really strange, but they're nesting up there. Have you seen it? It's a bit more younger crowd.
Yeah, it's getting a bit busier now. Like I said, it's sort of like 1, 2-ish. It starts to get a little bit more packed on the beaches and along the main road.
You'll be fine, Scoob. You'll be fine. You won't be nervous. You're a big man, remember? My favourite place is here, right here in Zakynthos. It's my favourite place. That's why we've got like a week here. Normally we go to places for only 4 days, but my favourite place is Zakynthos because one, that water there is shallow all the way out. You see there's some people swimming, you can see them out there out a little bit. It's really shallow out there and you can stand up, and then you've got turtles in the water and it's beautiful turquoise. You can see all into the bottom. It's my favourite place, this island. After that, I would have always said Tenerife before, but my mind's been changed because obviously I started to travel more, went to more places. When we first go to Tenerife, like it was like coming up from maybe 20 years ago when we first went, I used to like it. The hospitality was really, really good. You used to still get a bit hustled when you were walking past places, but when you went into a place, you really got treated really nice and everything was nice. And I'm not saying you don't get treated nice now, but I find it's more, they're just trying to get your money now and they just don't really give a crap. That's what I find nowadays in Tenerife. So I've sort of lost that sort of hospitality over there, where you got the mass tourism. We went when it was COVID and there wasn't many people on the island, so restaurants were really looking after you. The food was spotless on them days. And because they didn't have a lot of tourists, they could really look after you and they were making amazing food. But yeah, since the mass tourism's come back to Tenerife, the food, I mean, if you pick the right restaurant, you know, I'm not saying every restaurant's the same, but yeah, like when they've got more time, the food is a lot better in Tenerife. But yeah, I think definitely 100% Zakynthos is my favourite island. Yeah, Johnny, trust me, this beach here, and it goes all the way around, so as you see it goes all the way around, it keeps going around, and basically it's shallow, all the way out to the, I point to about here.
Walking out now, I don't know if you can see him just behind the boats, but he's quite far out, it's still just up to his sort of thigh.
There's another beach over here, Johnny, it's called, well, let me put my finger down, so right where I just touched up there, there's another beach there called Turtle Beach, and you can walk so far out, and it only comes up to your kneecaps. So look, you can see that lady, she's walking out there right in the middle of the bloody page. It's not even past her knees yet.
Yeah, you can just keep on walking, which is really nice. It doesn't go like mentally drop down either, so you're not sort of like suddenly shocked.
Look, she's just walking out there, it's not deep at all. You can just keep going and going and going. Shut up, Scoot, what's wrong with my finger? Yeah, Johnny, Tenerife is way too busy nowadays. It just takes away from the magic of what it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, any time of the year, that's the thing, because you can go sort of like December, January, and it's going to be heaving. I'd say the quietest times to go.
Look how far out she is.
Yeah, she's still just up to her thigh now, so she's still,
up to her bum.
you know. Yeah, but she's still, like, you know,
Really
it's not
far
up to her
out.
waist
What?
or anything.
What's that? 50? I don't know how far out she is. She's still not that deep. No, I'll zoom out. Look, that's how far out she is. So you can see, like, it's not deep at all. Absolutely perfect.
So yeah, if you're not a strong swimmer in the ocean, it's a really good place to come where you can sort of feel a bit more confident about getting in the sea.
Still pick up good deals before July. I mean, if you need to, right now, if you have a look, I doubt it'll be good deals for here. Turkey right now is the place for July. Turkey is very cheap at the moment. But they've got some issues coming up at the moment, so I think that's what's making the price come down in Turkey. But Greece, like Zakynthos and places like that, prices are really expensive right now for like accommodation and for flights. I think flights will be going up as well for here. So normally, like I said, I book it around September, and that's for right now. So I booked this September, I'll be booking for next year, 2026, for what we're doing. I'm going to pick about 3 places in Greece for next year. But we'll see, like I said, everything could change on the channel. if the channel picks up and we're doing really well, a lot of things will change. So
Yeah, we're always sort of like prepared to pivot.
yeah, we're never stuck to what we're doing. So
There's a few trips each year that, like I say, we do book in advance and we plan because we know we want to go, and then others we kind of leave to the last minute. So it's a bit hit and miss with the channel. Some places we are always going to go to, so we do always try to fit in the Canaries in the winter. We do Albufeira, Portugal, and we do Zante, Mykonos. And then other places we kind of just sort of month to month decide where we want to go. One point we do want to be like Scotsman and just sort of hop around. He's absolutely fantastic at the moment. I think he just goes wherever he sort of like decides, which is great. So if we get to that point this time next year, that would be good.
yeah, Johnny, there's sharks in every water, Johnny. So I don't think you're ever going to get away from the shark. But there's not them type of sharks here. So like the white tip sharks that you have like in the Caribbean and stuff like that, you don't really have them here.
No.
We do in the Mediterranean Sea. There is great white sharks, and they have spotted one really far. I mean, really far out in this water because it's so see-through. If you put into YouTube shark spotted in Zakynthos, you'll see there's a video, and they spotted one quite far out, and it looked crazy big. But again, like I said, because it's the Mediterranean Sea, like they really don't really come out that far that often. You know what I mean? They don't come in, so they're really far out, and they never really attack people. Because we're not the prey, are we? Craig says, Sabrina says thighs, Kirk says bum. Yeah, exactly.
The difference between a male and female perspective, I guess.
Yeah. Safari would be great. Yeah, I don't know if they got a safari here. I'm unsure. We did in Tenerife. We did a jet ski safari, and that was like something else. I'm telling you. I think that was the last time we'd be in Tenerife and doing that type of stuff, because I think if you get a jet ski, it's just do it near the beach. But I think, Johnny, you did the same thing as us. You went on the jet skis in Tenerife, and I swear to God, when you're coming backwards, them waves were massive. And we was like, well, we just went up a wave, jumped over the wave, and then bam, straight into another wave. Like,
Yeah,
and the wave covered us.
Straight into it.
Covered us
Crazy.
completely. It was mental.
We were very lucky we didn't fall off. Kirk thought he'd lost to me. As he went through it, he looked behind. I was still hanging on for dear life.
Yes, Scoop. I'm always the one bringing it down. Always the one. I think everyone over here, I'll show you, they're all going on to the, I think they're all going on to that taxi. I think that's like a boat taxi taking them over to Como Island. No, not over to Como Island. This island here, that island there is called Turtle Island. They're all going over to that island. So they take a little boat here. I think it costs you 10 euros or 5 euros. Takes you straight over there. Yeah. What a bloody morning, eh? What a morning. And we could have more these days in England. It's roasting hot all day. Literally, Cyber, literally, let me show you, try and show you, 'cause I won't go all the way there, but literally, see, can't show you, where them people are walking out, if you follow them behind them, basically there's the road there, it takes you onto the strip, and then it's just one long road of bars, restaurants, nightclubs. It's literally like where we're sat now, we're about 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes walk away from where the strip is. Like I said, I'll do a little live in about, what time we're at? So 3 hours from now I'll do another live, and that'll be from the meet and greet of Soccer Mazza. So you'll see, I might start it off maybe an hour later actually, so I might start in about 4 hours. But yeah, if I wait a bit longer, more people will be there, and you'll see all the antics that are going on the meet and greet. So yeah, I might leave it till then, but yeah, trust me, the meet and greets go a bit wild. After like the first 2 hours kick in and everyone's there, the meet and greets get a bit wild. That's the stuff that you saw from last year on our channel in Albufeira, the meet and greet that was at. That was crazy in the end, wasn't it? That was pretty fast because that's the only day that we went to the soccer event. It was great. Probably Cyber. Probably was on club reps. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I think
Because
exactly probably was.
yeah, it definitely
Laganas.
was. And I think that's why we've come here, because we've seen it from when we was younger, like you were saying on club reps. Yeah, Johnny, much better, wasn't it? Much better to do it near the beach. It's just too much when they take you out that far on them jet skis. It's bloody crazy. Alright, we're going to wrap it up, guys. We've been on for an hour. So yeah, don't forget to like this quickly. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And yeah,
Share all the good stuff.
share it. And have a good day, everyone, yeah? And we'll catch you in about 4 hours, right? Take it easy, guys.
Cheers, guys. Have a good day.